unbelievably evil. It shocks me.
So Anna, she doesn't believe in the Bible, which is totally fine. It's just, but it shows why she doesn't have common sense, though, too. But I'm just wondering, how do you know what evil is when you don't even believe in God? Just curious. What, is it just sort of a gut thing you got going on there, or what? Really, think about it. How do you know what evil is if you don't even believe in God? You think you were just born good, Anna? So why this is evil, that, and it's not, it's her craziness, it's Piers Morgan, it's Joe Rogan, it's Dave Smith. The thing that they're all doing, and I'm not sure why nobody ever calls them out, is there is no independent news reporting out of Gaza, none. They'll say, oh, well, this was a Palestinian news outlet. Right, it's Hamas. Hamas controls the Palestinians. Everything, so when they say Israel's genociding people, Israel's killing babies and children, Israel's preventing food from coming in, Israel's killing civilians left and right, okay? That's all coming from Hamas. There's no other independent reporting there. Israel isn't letting any in. And now that side would also say, oh, because Israel's hiding something. No, I think they would would love to have some independent, truly independent news agency come in. They've had it happen before, though. And then Hamas threatens to kill them. You kidding? Hamas would take them out in a minute. They're animals. Because they don't want the truth to get out of Gaza, what's really going on, because it's not what Hamas is saying. The Palestinian Liberation Organization did this back in the day too. So just understand, even if they say, well, Reuters said this, or this news agency said this, yeah, they're saying it based on what Hamas is saying. Hamas is the only news agency. So do you think they're going to tell you the truth? No, they're a terrorist organization. It's not like the Palestinians live in freedom under Hamas and can just freely report what the truth is. Okay, when they rose up against Hamas a year ago, Hamas just killed them. So every news report that Piers Morgan reports, that Anna is, totally off the wall with here, what is evil is what they're doing. That's why I say it might be a good idea to believe in the Bible, because then you might really know what evil is and you'd stop pushing evil, Anna. I think some of them know it. I find it really hard to believe that nobody knows this history in the Middle East. I mean, I'm just a nurse, but I mean, I've followed that history forever. I think most news agencies know that Israel's made it clear they're not letting reporters in because their lives have been threatened. Again, it's very simple. Why would Hamas not want any reporters in there? Because they would see what was happening. They would see that everything Hamas is saying is not true. So this reaction by what I see is what they're doing is extremely evil. I mean, in another clip, she talks about the myth of the Bible. Okay, that's fine. You don't have to believe in the Bible. You can keep acting like that we support Israel just because of some line in the Bible. That's not why. It's because if we turned our back on those people, they would be annihilated. And most people have a conscience. These people don't, because they want us to turn our back on them. But I'm saying forget what it says in the Bible and just realize that you'd have to have no conscience to want us to. They want you to, they're doing, so this is why I see them as evil. When they report this stuff, they're supporting the terrorist organization that's not only hurting Israel, but is hurting the Palestinians. That's what's evil, Anna.